Sagittarius. This is your reading for today. There are no times and dates on my readings because if someone comes back to it, it can always resonate a few months down the line, a week down the line. You can come back to it in 7 to 10, 15 days. It can make sense for you. So I really don't put times on my readings because I know that people can look at it in a different time. And the message I got for you before I even started the reading was, this is your story. It's time to rewrite it the way you wanted to, I know that I just made up with a friend who's a Sagittarius and we got into it and things didn't go too well. And, there was complications there, but we worked it out. There's also someone, and these people are people I either dated or was friends with, and they're women, and, things didn't work out the greatest, but we're friends now and we talk, and they asked me, do you need anything, or do you need money, or I'm like, no, I'm good. But, they asked me these things, like one of the girls in particular, she's like, let me bring you some soup, let me do this, I'll drop it off in your driveway, I don't care, anything you need. And I'm just like, amazing, because it's funny because that's how I was with them a lot. And then one of the, it's like the funny because you won't expect it, but people that you won't expect, Sagittarius or whoever is watching right now, they might come back in ways. And, doesn't mean you guys have to be together again. It really doesn't, okay? The Queen of Keys, you see, you're holding the key. You're holding the key to your next life. You're holding the key to what you want next. I was just, before I did this reading, looking out the window of my house, and I was saying some affirmations like, listen, I know I'm medium. I know I'm a medium. I know I'm a channeler for sure. I know I channel from different energies. I know that I'm psychic. I know that I'm capable of healing people because I do it with my daughter. I practice on my mom and it works all the time. I have angelic guidance just yesterday. And this is important if I'm talking about this through your reading, Sagittarius. Just yesterday, my eyes, I closed them and I saw all white, these energy connections. And then there's thousands of these little angelic dots. And I was like, wait a minute. They're showing me like we're here. Connect to our energy. We're guiding you. We're right here next to you. So many angels I saw. Like when I say their lights were all over me, like I closed my eyes. I remember I was crying about again, I do this a lot as an empath. I cry for the world. I cry for children who are suffering, and I donate my money. And I'm only saying this to you because it's what makes me feel good, and maybe you want to do it too. I'll be watching YouTube and a commercial will come on, a little kid is crying, mom saying, oh, my child doesn't have food. And of course, they could be Jewish, Muslim, Indian, whatever. I'm sending money to them and I'm donating and it makes me feel good about it. And I just looked up and the number 22, the number of balance is there. And I'm looking at the number 5 here. So for the number of change and balance for you. Whoever's watching, you don't have to be a Sagittarius, but I have a lot of Sag in my chart. So I resonate with Sagittarius a lot. And also Libra, I have four of those in my chart. I'm a Libra rising. So that's why it's very important for you to look at your birth chart, because different times and different astrological times can dictate how you're feeling and what you're feeling about something. But here's you holding 2 times the Queen, okay? 2 times, whoever's watching, I don't care if you're Sag or not, 2 times the Queen. The Queen of Keys, the Queen of Scrolls. The Queen of Queens, the King of Queens, the King of Queens. The King of Queens, bitch. The Queen. Like, my favorite show in the world is The King of Queens. I'm gonna tell you, like, I honestly, I have tears in my eyes right now because I'm so happy for everyone who's tuned in right now. If you are tuned in right at this very moment and you're watching this later, whatever, yes, I have gray hairs. Yes, I know, but I'm still beautiful, right? And I don't care. What I'm saying is, love yourself. Love yourself the way you are. I love that show, Christy. You don't understand. Hi, Warrior. Love yourself the way you are. There will be, I don't know who I'm getting emotional for, but I'm going to do it because I like to bare my soul. But I'm going to tell you right now. It is time for you to love yourself the way you are and stop expecting for people to like you because you look a certain way. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if a man falls in love with you or a woman, I'd rather them fall in love with me when I look hella crazy. This way, when I dress up, they look at me like, babe, you're so beautiful. A lot of us are like, we are expecting people to fall in love with us when we're all like done up and beautiful, but then like we're afraid to show our beauty, our inner beauty, our regular selves to them, because most of the time when you're with someone, you're gonna be walking around looking like this anyway. So if they don't love you like this, let's say, for instance, I'm just saying, I'm not saying for me, I'm saying, let's say someone's watching this and they watch me right now and they're like, oh, she's so beautiful, I would make her my wife, right? Which it could happen, I'm not an ugly girl. And they do that, right? And they do that. You don't value yourself at all. You need to learn. Watch and learn. Watch me. Watch my face and learn, Sagittarius, because I have to speak on Sag's thing for this, and it's very important that you see yourself as this, because your spirit is showing this. This is your spirit. When she's up in the sky, your higher self, she's wishing you would see yourself this way. And you're kind of looking out into the distance, not seeing that beauty, but look how beautiful you are. You're being seen as a queen. Here, you're a queen. You're a queen. And exactly. And see, and listen, I said, when I first started doing this, I said, oh man, but I got to be on live all the time and do this about my hair, my makeup. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what, Flo? What are you going to do? Constantly fix your makeup, fix your hair when you're going on live? People got to see the real you. But it's the truth. Not about just people seeing the real me. It's about me watching myself in this form and still saying, you're beautiful, Flo. Don't worry about what anybody else has to say about you. It's okay what the world thinks is beautiful. I don't have a fat ass. I don't have a tiny little waist, but I'm not going to kill myself walking around. I want to be in shape, right? But like when I look at a lot of these people online, don't get me wrong, I look at their body, I'm like, damn, I know I can have that body, but it's not even about am I willing to work on it or not. It's the point of like, it's a lot. Like, it's just like, I don't know if I want to dedicate my life to like fixing my body and my face and my hair. I feel like the beauty that's coming to radiate from within me, it will be appreciated by people anyway. And I don't need to impress anybody when I look in the mirror. If I don't say I'm beautiful right now, the way I am right now, how can I? If you don't think you're beautiful right now with all this and all that, right? Yeah, all that. If you don't think you're beautiful with all that right now, I promise you, no matter how much work you do on yourself, how much hair dye you use, how much eyebrow pencil you use, how much mascara and lashes and waist cinchers and tease and all that shit, if you don't love yourself now, the way you look right now, where you could be better and you can work on yourself, right? If you don't love yourself right now, no matter how much work you do on yourself on the external, you will never be satisfied. Why do you think these women... I'm just going to say, I'm not judging them. I'm telling you, this is a fact. I'm stating facts here. That's it. I'm not judging nobody at all, because everybody's on their own journey, right? Why do you think so many of them, they look perfect, their body's perfect, but I got to do my lips. I was watching Black China. I caught a little glimpse of it, and she was like, my jaw is not square enough. So she went and got fillers done right here so her jaw could be squarer. And her fucking head looks like a square box already. So I don't understand. Like, it's not that I'm making fun of her. I'm just saying, your head looks like a square box. How much squarer do you want to look? Like, imagine going to a doctor. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm not judging. I'm speaking facts, spirit guides. Like, these are fucking facts. How are you going to keep going to a doctor and you're going to keep looking in a mirror? You're going to keep seeing yourself and saying, this is wrong with me. Well, I don't like the way my nose is crooked on this side, and my lips look funny here. Like, I want to do this. Like, I need that. Wait a minute. You will never be satisfied with how you look if you do not love yourself now. The way you look now, without any work. Work on yourself internally. When you find the love inside of you. And I had a big problem with this for a while. I didn't want to date because I was fat. I was like, I don't want to date nobody, I'm fat. But now I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. They don't like me right now. Then I don't want them to like me when I'm perfect. Like, you're going to fall in love with me now. And then I'll work on my ear. Somebody is pinching my ear right now. Ow. Okay? It's like, you got to love yourself now. Right now is the time. And if you don't fall in love with yourself internally right now, like, I'm looking at the colors in my room, the pinks and that turquoise. Those are my favorite colors. Like, those light like pastel, like Easter colors. They're like my literal favorite colors. And I'm saying, like, it's time to love yourself for the little simple things. And it's weird because I didn't even realize that the Skittles I have here are also those colors. Like, these are my favorite colors right here. You can't. Like, they're the brightest part of the rainbow, right? And I was looking at the chakra. Oh, and there was the Skittles falling out. And I was looking at the chakra. Speaking of the Skittles, they just fell all over the table. I was looking at the chakras. Remember when we were in school, we learned that thing, Roy G. Biv, right? For the rainbow, red, yellow, green. Roy, R-O-Y, yellow, green, G, and then blue, Biv, blue, indigo, and violet, right? Those are the colors of the chakras, okay? Right? You got the sacral, which is red, right? You got the sacral. You know what I'm saying? These are the colors of the chakras and the colors of the rainbows. And I don't know why I'm trying to notice but look, Roy, red, orange, yellow, Roy, G, green, B, G, Biv, B, blue. Well, not indigo, but blue, but dark blue, which is like kind of like indigo, and then purple, violet, right? Isn't that crazy? So I'm noticing these little things about life, and it's actually drawing me more towards happiness because I'm noticing those little things. That's why when they say when you see a rainbow, you know, the rainbow body, right? That's where the Buddhists in the ancient times, they try to get to the rainbow body, the light body, and then from the light body, the rainbow body. Once you achieve the rainbow body, you're on Jesus's level, where you're, you know, like big Jesus, Buddha, all those. There's a lot of prophets that you don't know about that reached that level, right? That taught Jesus how to reach that level. So what I'm saying to you is, Sagittarius, recognize the divinity within you. Because if Jesus was a man, a regular man walking around, okay, a carpenter, for crying out loud, and he achieved the light body, the rainbow body, he ascended, and when they say he came back, his spirit came back to visit and say, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. You just because you're in a human form, I don't give a fuck if you're the janitor down the street. Jesus was a carpenter. Muhammad was a poor man. He didn't even know how to read and write, and he ended up writing the Quran that people are reading right now. You understand? He recited the Quran. He didn't even read or write. He was a poor man, okay? Warrior, I'm not trying to ignore you or none of that stuff. I love you, but I honestly, I want to connect with people, but I am right now, I'm like on focus 10, you know, so we'll see what happens. You know, these are people that were regular people. You are a divine being, right? You just have to notice it, right? You have to notice it, okay? Giving your energy to the right people, the right places. Well, really, yeah, Winter, I blew your mind with the Jesus resurrection thing. This is a fact. I need people to understand that. that when we say that these things, these people, these deities, these goddesses, these gods, you know, Oshun, Orisha, all of them, they were people at some point who changed their thought and became a divine being that people are now looking up to. You know why? Because they worked really hard to get there by looking at themselves and knowing that they're divine and not looking in the mirror and saying, I'm just a regular person. You know? Khadijah helped. Yeah, you're right. Fatima was Muhammad's mother, right? Fatima, or was that his wife? But anyway, the point is, just like, so Muhammad had Fatima and Jesus had Mary, right? Mary and Fatima were both wealthy women that supported Muhammad and Jesus' spiritual journey. Just think about that for a moment, okay? Fatima was his mother, right? And then Khadijah was his wife, right? Nubian, if I'm not really like, I know this, but I don't know why I can't. But yeah, so the point is, I just want to make this clear because I want you guys to understand that there was two women who supported two of the biggest prophets on earth that we know of today with their financial means, and they supported Muhammad and Jesus, and because of them, they were able to go on their spiritual journey because of the financial support that they gave to them. Because without financial support, how could they have traveled around the world? How could they eat? How could they sleep? How could they, you know what I'm saying? That bread was getting them far, okay? So just understand, Behind every great prophet is a woman that people are calling a prostitute in the Bible. So really get it together, okay? People really, really wake up to the fact that when you hear that shit, it's like, wait, what? What do you mean? Did you know that Muhammad married a rich woman who was a widow? She was a widow. Did you know that? She was a widow. She was a widow, and he married her and took in her daughter, I believe, and took care of them, right? The women are always there helping the prophet become the great prophet, okay? Behind every puppet master, there's a woman fixing the stage and making it look pretty. So please. Yeah, Khadijah and Aisha. Like, I'm just saying, like, these you guys gotta understand. There's so many women that don't get the credit for what they did, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm here to give them that credit. But I also give the men credit because I don't see the difference between the two. I just believe that they're feminine and masculine qualities. I've never seen things as man or woman. So it's like, you see that? Stepping up, a Sagittarius, it's time to take your power back. This is your story, rewrite it. This is your story, rewrite it. Winter, you can, honestly, Winter, I'm going to tell you right now, when I go on YouTube, I do not watch crazy shit, like, because everybody has their own information. Don't get misinformed. What you can do is read things like the Book of Enoch. You don't even have to read it. You can listen to the audio. It's free. It's on YouTube. The Book of Enoch, the Book of Thomas, the Gospel of Mary, right? The Gospel of Judah. You could read excuse me. You could read stories on like Joan of Arc, right? Joan of Arc, who said that an angel came down and talked to her, and then she got burned at the stake. They were calling her a heretic. She got burned at the stake, and then all of a sudden now she was deitized, like she was made a saint, right? Thousands of years later. You got to understand, all of these stories that you hear of people doing things, and the main thing that you got to also understand is when all of these people, whenever they say they had revelations, they saw an angel, they talked to God, they were always in what? Nature. Muhammad was in a cave. Jesus was in the desert. Joan of Arc was in the woods. The three children of Fatima, the children of Fatima who saw the Virgin Mary come down and speak to them, they were out in the fields, okay? Every single person who ever says that they ever spoke to God was not in their house when it happened. Usually the devil likes to visit people in their house because they're idle hands and they're just sitting there. They're not connecting with nature or just the four walls. But, I'm not saying that that's true, but, they were in nature, right? Witches, right? And when you think about everything, don't look at, oh my God, witches, they dance in the woods naked. No, they're connecting to nature in the woods, right? All healers lived where? In the woods. Like when you hear stories of healers in villages, they were in the woods. And I'm talking about this through you, Sagittarius, because you are a healer. And the thing about you with your anxiety and your nervousness and your tenseness that you feel all the time, you're always like, I don't know. If you were to harness that energy of that nervousness and that anxious speaking and thinking, that you do the Book of Enoch, first of all, he's talking about aliens the whole time. Because if you watch the Book of Enoch, if you watch Gaia a lot, Gaia, Gaia, if you watch Gaia a lot, you get a lot of information there. And there's one of the things Eric von Stressenberg, something. He talks about the Book of Enoch and how Enoch said that God came down to him in a chariot, in like a ship, and it was making a lot of noise. So you call those propellers, right? And he said it had like, which looked like bee things, and they were spinning fast. So when he got in God's chariot, God came down in a chariot. God is an energetic being. God don't need no fucking chariot to come down. That was a UFO he was talking about. Okay? God don't need no UFO to come down and visit us. God is all. God is everything. God is source. Okay? So Enoch is talking about how the aliens took him to the temple to measure. Remember? He measured everything in the temple, and he told them that in the future, this is what this temple is going to look like. And there's a temple that they built that is exactly the same measurements. But here's the thing. When he took him to the temple, he was taking him to the space where they do everything, the aliens, and they watch us, the watchers, right? They watch us. And then some of the watchers saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, so they came down and took them as wives. They went against the Lord of the ship, the Lord of the ship. The master of the ship, of the UFO, was saying, you're not allowed to fuck humans. We're aliens. You cannot fuck humans. And they were like, nah, fuck that. They look good. I'm trying to go fuck them. And they were fallen angels. They're just aliens who went against their, they weren't, well, you know, aliens are our ancestors, which come from different planets, who have come down many times, which the Native Americans speak about it. The Sumerians are Anunnaki, which they are deities from a different planet that came down and try to source gold from us. And all of these things that you're talking about, they're ancient beings that came down. You know, the sky gods came down and told us about this, and they told us about that. And, you know, when they came down and they taught us how to use tools, and it's the devil's work. And no, they were trying to advance humanity, okay? They were trying to advance humanity. They had to come down and let us know, like, hey, humans, excuse me, remember when we were, Homo sapiens, what was not Homo sapiens sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens is when we started standing up and becoming more intelligent. Before that, I never know the technical terms to it, but you know, when we were like, right? When we were cavemen type of thing, right? They came down and they informed us about what's next. And that's how we started to learn from them. Okay? All right, so in Sagittarius, I'm telling you this so that you can recognize your divinity and that you're literally connected to all beings. You're connected to all beings. So use those energies to your advantage. The reason why you're a nervous person, Sagittarius, is because you're channeling information from different things. I know a Sagittarius, and I slept over her house one time, and she said, this has never happened to me, but I'm seeing visions of faces. I said, yeah, you're seeing spirit. They're all around you. That's why you're always nervous. But now I'm bringing out that gift in you. And she said ever since that day, she started changing her life, started acting different, started working on things, and my heart chakra going off there. It's like, you know, she got the warning, don't, no, and I got pulled over with her. It's like, just, you know, you just have to be around the right people to know who you truly are. Recognize who the fuck you are. And stop letting your mind fuck with you, Sagittarius, or whoever's watching. Because you are a divine being. And until you realize that, you're going to keep being nervous. And you're not realizing that you're highly empathic. Hello. You're not realizing you're highly empathic. That you have a beautiful divine energy, beautiful strength within you. Well, guess what, Winter? You need to raise your prices for hair, you do that. Just like I raised my prices for my readings. You know why? Because I was recognizing I'm sitting on the phone with people for an hour and a half. I'm charging them $150. And I'm straight up giving them healing so good they don't even need to come back to me or go to a therapist ever again. These are people who want to heal. And if they really want their hair done right, they're going to pay the price. Sadet. Ti je Sagittarius? Shumë bukur. Se jam këtu të flas për njerëzit si nuk e din se janë ma shumë se njeriu, janë ma shumë se njeriu. Ne jemi divine. Pina nalt, e din se shqiptarët nuk e shikojnë gjojat kështu. Edhe duhet shumë të shikojmë kështu. Kur ka një njeri si ka një talent në deni gjo, është sepse Zoti ja ka dhanë. Zoti ja ka dhanë talentin, kërkush tjetër. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell her that, like, Albanians don't really see that they're divine individuals. They connect to Allah and all that, but they don't understand that their divinity is further than just religion. You see that, Christy? You see how I can speak not like a Dibran, right? I can speak like your language too, right? Because I'm nice like that. But what I'm saying to you, Sagittarius, is understanding that you gotta know your worth. You got to know your worth internally and externally. The people who really want something good for them, right? Anyone who does anything business-wise here, financially, business, whether you do hair, readings, whatever it is. If people want a good experience and they want to pay, thank you, Winter, and they want to pay the right price, they'll pay it. Because see, now I know that people who come to me now, like let's say if a friend hits me up, like Christy, for instance, Christy, if she's like, I want a reading, I don't even charge her, because the bitch came to me like 5 times and paid for it each time. I wouldn't charge her this time because she's done, that's my friend, that's an actual friend, right? But you got other people that are my friends and they'll hit me up talking about how much for a reading. Bitch, you know my website, you know what I'm saying? So I know, I see, I'm not stupid. I'm very, very aware, and I know what's up. No, you're not. Not this time, you're not. I'll fuck you up. You can send a little donation, baby, but that's it. Because I know how you are. You won't do it without sending something, but a little donation, because you know I'm going to send that shit right back to you, bitch. You know how I am. But the point is, people that want to heal, right? Here's the thing is, you could be like, Flo, but that's $250 for the reading. Babe, you don't understand. I'm healing somebody. Like, I'm taking all of my energy and healing someone. I'm loving them with my energy. And it says an hour, but bitch, it's never an hour with me. You know? No, Christy, I know. Not for you, but you know someone else. Like, it's like, you know... Like, for instance, yesterday, Sagittarius, I'm also gonna, like, if I'm talking about things, this has to do with your sign too, you know? Like, I always, when I talk about things, I'm being called to talk about it, it's for a reason. Yesterday, somebody called me, and she was like, oh, I wanted to call you to see how you're doing, because I heard you had COVID. I was checking on you. How are you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. I'm okay. Oh, okay, yeah, because I've been going through a lot right now. She goes, because, you know, everything's been going crazy. It went from asking me how I'm doing to me now listening to them for 20 minutes talking about their problems. And I'm like, did you call me to see how I'm doing, or did you call me to talk about your problems? I'm so confused right now. Like, what? What? Huh? I'd rather you just shoot me a text. How you doing? You good? I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Yes, lovely. 1.5, almost 2 hours. Exactly. That's very true. I have done almost 2 hours on people. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I know, Christy. Bitch, I was like, what the fuck? You see that? And a victory, Sagittarius. This you. Energy dumping, shaking my head, never right. And I'm going to tell you, that's another thing, Winter, and I could feel it. I feel you're very empathic and very sensitive, and you like to help people. Notice the difference when somebody gives a fuck about you, or somebody's using you for their own. I am VK. Thank you, beautiful. I love you. Thank you. Notice that when somebody is using their energy to help you or to not help you, Sagittarius, because there's the victory that comes in here is you're going to get recognition for the work that you do here. And I'm going to tell you, notice it, because little by little, the universe will guide you to exactly where you need to be. And so you got to pay attention when people are not giving, damn, Sagittarius is getting a read today. People are not going to resonate with you when you're changing your ways and stuff. They might like try to say, oh, well, you're doing this and I don't like it, or I don't like the way you're doing that, or I don't want to be a part of it. Don't let them be. If you're not okay with it, I'm going to tell you, even in the astral, like in your dream state, your energetic state, your generational state, all of these energetic ties and cords and strings that we have from generational places, when you're crying right now because you're feeling the message. And so it's like a change and you need to step up now. Now you're going to get off this read and you're going to be like, I am going to stand in my power. I'm not going to let nobody... I am worth it. I am worthy and I am worth it. You have to know that. When you get out of that bed in the morning, you stand up, the first thing you're going to say is, I am worthy. I'm worth it. I'm worthy. I am worth it. If you have to say that to yourself every single morning and every single night, you do that. Every day, all day, when you look in the mirror, I am worthy and I'm worth it. And it doesn't have to be an ego thing. It could be done humbly with your heart. I am worthy and I'm worth it. I'm going to do this. I'm worthy and I'm worth it. I deserve this. I deserve love. I deserve change. I deserve to get paid more if that's what your thing is. I deserve it. I am strong. I am talented. I'm gifted. I do things with love. My energy is put into what I do. Because what you don't realize is doing hair, Winter, and I'm going to say this real quick, is an energy thing. When you're doing that, it's the energy. First of all, doing hair is annoying. I went to beauty school for a little. I quit. I can't. It's like you have to deal with the person's personality. Bitch, you are a whole therapist. Except for you're just doing the hair. But while you're they're talking about their problems and this and that. You are a therapist, hairstylist, beauty makeover. You are an energy life bringer. You're a life bringer to these people. So recognize your worth. Which is in salons are charging $350 for a fucking something you need to charge the same thing. Matter of fact, people are like, oh, but I'm in a salon, it's better. Actually, no, it's a better experience. If I'm coming to you or you're at my house, you get to be free. You get to be yourself. You want to drink Hennessy, go ahead. You want to smoke a blunt, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. But you're welcome. Like, you have my space here, you know? So know your worth. And hi, beautiful Zen, my love. Got a small talk, which turns into a whole therapy session. Exactly, Christy. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I love you. In the back at the salon I work at. Oh my God, Zen, we were just talking about how people need to know their worth with the hair and the energy. It's crazy. That's crazy. Like, we were just talking about that. It's so weird. You see? Like, I'm telling you, like, it's time for you to, like, take step up to your power. You know, step up to that shit. Like, it's time. This is your chance to shine, right? Your chance. You were charging $25 to start locks? Nah. Here's the thing. Another thing though. Send me your information, Winter, and I will post on my Instagram saying to have you go to them. Okay. Have them go to you, because that's. I understand why you do that, because maybe in your circle, like that's the kind of prices people will pay. But here's the thing. I'm gonna show you. When I post on your shit, just like, if people come to you, you don't charge them that, okay? You want to charge, locks are not easy. Don't you gotta like sit there and twist them shits for like mad long, blah, 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 blah. Twist. Isn't that locks, right? That's locks, right? You gotta keep, I don't know much about like hair or braids or any of that, but I do know the process it takes, and it's a fucking long ass process. Braid 4 or 5 hours, no? Winter, I want you to send me a DM and send me a video or something, and I'll post it on my Instagram. I don't give a fuck what it is. Send it and I'll tell people to go to you, okay? I don't know where you're located, but again, if those people don't understand your price change, let me tell you something. Here's what's gonna happen. Like, just like when I changed my reading prices, some people just like kind of like, ooh, I don't know, right? They went to those low vibrational readers and they got what they wanted, and you know, or whatever, right? Or they went to people that are just starting or whatever, and their prices are different. But then you got the people that are on my level, because everybody's on their own journey, so no judgment. I'm not saying low vibrational readers. What I'm saying is low charging readers, right? Which is okay too. They started there, and then they, you know, some of them still come back to me and they still rebook me, okay? And they ain't got money like that, right? But when they do rebook me again, I usually send them back some money. I'm like, no, you booked me like a month ago. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll charge you $150, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if you book once and the second time, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. Because we already did half the healing. Now it's time to just get the next messages. I always recommend people to get a reading every 6 months, because that's a new moon cycles, right? Right? And that's what you should recommend to your clients every 6 months, because it's a new moon cycle, right? We change up cycles every 6 months or so. And for me, that's like significant. The moon changes and all that stuff. So that's how you do it, baby. Little by little, the people that want help, they'll come to you. People that don't, they won't. You'll lose people, but you get them back from other people. The person you lose will come back to you in different ways from somebody who's more loyal, a better customer. Yeah, humbleness is a word. The word humble, I've learned, is that just because I'm humble doesn't mean that. Being humble doesn't mean being broke. I gotta tell you that. Being humble doesn't mean being broke. Being humble means that when you charge a lot, you do it with a sweet smile on your face. Yeah, it's that much, but I'm going to do it right for you, right? That's what being humble is. Charging more, but with a good heart. You're not like, got you, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm overcharging you. No, you're like, I got you. You're paying more, but I got you. Exactly. Because as I always say this, because as givers, we have to learn boundaries, because takers have none, right? So if you're a giver, you're a helper, you like to help people, and you got a friend for life, exactly. You want to help people, you want to give to people, they will take and take and take as much as they can. Don't think they won't. They will. That's why you have to step up and stand in your power and say, you know what? When they see you change, Kelly, how you feeling? How you feeling, beautiful? Any better? Exactly. Quality over quantity anyway. I could come to you, get my hair done one time, pay a good price, or I can go to somebody and get a shitty job and keep going back to her and keep paying more and more to get it fixed. If the locks ain't done right? They come apart and then she has to come back and pay anyway. Pain, but getting there. Okay, mama, it's good. Yes, the victory card. You're good, Winter, you're gonna see. Give it time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. Slow and steady wins the race. But stand in your power and don't allow people to take advantage of you at all. Because people will. They come in, you get them the quality that people in salons ain't giving. So you just give them the prices that they deserve. That's it. Like, work with them, you know? But at the same time, be like, yo, you gotta pay. Like, you know? You wanna walk out here looking good? The truth is the best way to live. Exactly, Zen. Yeah, I recognize that. We're grown. I'm not lying to nobody about shit anymore. I can't even lie to myself about shit. I just honestly say things to myself now that I used to not say to myself. Like, you know, just being honest with yourself is so important. And when you're honest with yourself, it brings honesty with everybody else. And everybody just follows suit, right? You'll be amazed at how people follow suit once you start telling the truth to yourself and other people. Like, it's like so valid. Like, it's so valid. It's the best feeling ever. You're just like, okay, I'm good. Well, I quit smoking. I haven't smoked in 20 days, but sometimes I hit this like once in a while. That's it. Like, this literally sits here, and if I like really just feel like just smoking something, I just take a pull and that's it. I did it. I quit smoking. I quit smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Okay? But I have a boyfriend for a couple months now, and I see how people treat and lets me see things at a lens I've never seen before. He tells me that all people do it take from me. Mm-hmm. They are us doing the work, and it works. Right, exactly. You see, Winter, everything happens for a reason. You stepped into this reading for a reason. So congratulations. I'm glad that this information will help you advance your soul's purpose, right? Because like I said, everything is energy, and everything's energy. Money, hair, clothes, nails, all that. Everything we put into our work, we put our energy into it. Remember that, okay? So do not devalue yourself, and see yourself in the beautiful, what you deserve, okay? And take what you deserve. Wow, cluster in Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius with a rising in Sagittarius and 3 planet clusters in Sagittarius. Holy shit. But you see, we also got to understand that's a lot of fire energy. Now, when it's a lot of fire energy, fire can be out of control, right? Let's say something lights on fire. It will light on fire and go crazy, and the flames will be all over the place. It's impossible to put it out. So you have to, as soon as your flames start overflowing, you have to immediately put them out, right? So whatever that is, whatever is happening, the anxiety, the stop, breathe, relax, okay? Or stop, breathe, relax, so that the fire doesn't get out of control, so you don't have a whole rainforest on fire, and you don't destroy a whole rainforest, the rainforest being you, metaphorically, right? So you want to calmly take those actions and relax them, right? Relax that nervousness, that tension, that anxiety that you get, that overthinking. As soon as you see yourself doing it, stop yourself there, which is what I do when I have like a negative thought. I'm like, okay, this is not me. This is not my thoughts. This is not my thoughts. These are not my thoughts, right? And I've been working on that very hard. Like, to tell myself, no, Flo, no, don't do it. Don't do it, Flo. Don't do it, right? And that's it. Like, get it all under control. Whoever you are watching right now. Because we all have those nervous tendencies, right? So get them under control. Seek to relax, release, and de-stress when you're getting too much, okay? Love and light to you guys. I will see you guys later. I hope this helps somebody. A lot of information in here. Love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. I love you, Chrissy. I love you all. Winter, good luck. And don't forget to DM me, and I got you, okay, Mama? Don't worry about it. I got you. We got each other, okay? We're all on this journey together, right? I love you, Kelly. Love you, Chrissy. Lady Blaze, love you, babe. Zen, I love you. Aria Lime. Lovely love to love all yous. I love you all, family. I love you all, okay? Bye, Angel Squad. I'll see you guys later. Love and light to you guys, all right? I'll see you guys later. Have a beautiful day. Love you, Kelly. Feel better. I'm going to send you some healing prayers, okay, my love? I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys. Love you.